All right, guys, so 3 variations on how to catch the 1-2. The 1-2, the most basic, fundamental combination in boxing. The jab and the cross. On this video, I'm going to give you 3 ways you can catch it, 3 variations. Number 3 is my personal favorite, so stay tuned for that, and I'm going to explain why it's my favorite as well. All right, so number 1, the first way we can catch the 1-2 is by making the target as realistic as possible by holding the pads like this, right? So the right mitt's going to be behind the left mitt for an orthodox boxer 1-2. So the orthodox boxer 1-2 is going to be a left-right. So left mitt's going to be in front for the jab, right mitt behind it for the cross. Now, why this is really effective, it's teaching and training the boxer to throw the 1-2 right down the pipe, as we call it, right down that center line. It's visualizing and creating like a head, similar surface area as well. So it's really good for making sure that 1-2 is nice and straight down the line. So a quick example of how that would look. As soon as the jab comes in and you feel that jab hit the pad, you're just going to simply pull it away, and the right mitt is perfectly in line for the cross as well. So drill it, 1-2, good. And the good thing about this, I don't have to do that much work. I don't have to worry about turning into the punches or anything like that. I can just simply just pull that away and the target's already there. 1-2, good, 1-2, good, 1-2, good. So you see that in professional coaching quite a bit because it's really creating that accuracy. So number 1, holding the mitts together like this, great for your accuracy. All right, second variation on the 1-2. We can catch it on the same pad. Now, I'll give you the reasons why this is good in a second, but for an orthodox boxer, I would recommend trying this one on the right mitt. So I'm gonna hold that right mitt about shoulder height from our boxer. I'm gonna bounce that mitt off the knuckles to create that resistance and timing. And he's just gonna simply throw the 1-2, and then I'm already ready and in place with the same mitt. I don't have to adjust, I don't have to change anything or go anywhere. Nice and simple, just catching that 1-2 on the same mitt. The tricky thing with this is just getting used to the difference in the power of the 2 shots, because the jab is typically not a power punch, whereas the cross is going to typically be more powerful than the jab. So it's going to be in the same spot. So 1-2, good, 1-2, good, nice and straight, 1-2, good. And again, like with number 1, it's good for accuracy because it's a smaller target area, right? So it's training and drilling the boxer to throw the 1-2 in the same spot. Good benefit to this is you've got the left hand free as the coach, so you can work defense as well. So if you throw the 1-2 right there, I can come in with that hook, 1-2 right there, and then I can come in with body shot. I can use that left mitt to drill defense straight off that 1-2. And if we relate that to a fight scenario, if my hands were up and he throws the 1-2, if I manage to defend that cross, I'm free on this left side to counter. Typical standard counter in boxing is from that left side. So it gives you a lot of options with that left arm to drill it. You can throw a straight punch, you can throw the hooks, get your boxer to train rolls, step backs, whatever defense you might be working on, just gives you that option as well. All right, so 1-2, good, on the same pad, 1-2, good. Now that is probably the hardest one out of these 3 to get that resistance and timing because you're using the same hand for both punches. But after a little bit of practice, just make sure you're bouncing that mitt off the gloves, nice solid impact, tightening up your hand in the mitt, should be totally fine. 1-2, good, one more, 1-2, good. So there we have it, you can catch the 1-2 on the same pad. Before I get to number 3, my personal favorite, I just want to mention if you're interested in getting better at Mittwork, you want to actually get certified in how to coach boxing, check out the link below, the Boxing Fitness Academy. Me and Tony Jeffries teaching you how to catch punches, how to become a great coach, all the social media marketing benefits that come with it. The link's in the description. Check out the link for the Boxing Fitness Academy. You can do the courses online or you can come and do the courses with us in person. So check that out as well. All right, so number 3, my personal favorite for catching the 1-2, the one that I use day in, day out, the one that's proven, time tested, that works, the most standard way to catch the 1-2, like this, right? Now there's a couple of things that I want to mention why this is good. So a quick example of how this looks, 1-2, right? First thing to think about when you're using the standard way of catching this 1-2 is try and keep your mitts pretty close together. On the first 2, we talked about accuracy, right? It's creating a narrow target for that straight line. Same goes for the 1-2. A lot of mistakes that I see with this, coaches that don't really know boxing that well or personal trainers that are new to the boxing game, is they kind of hold it wide like this. And immediately they're trying to come wide, and it's not a good look. It's putting a lot of stress and torque on the shoulders, and it's making your boxer punch right across. With that 1-2, we want it straight down that line. So first tip when you're catching with both mitts on this 1-2 is bring the mitts together. Create that narrow target, elbows in. So 1-2, good, 1-2. Let your boxer punch through the pads and fully extend the arm. Now, the reason I like this a lot over the other 2 options, why I prefer it, is it allows me to kind of throw a small mini 1-2, right? It allows me to turn my shoulders and hips with my boxer. Now, what that's doing, it's not only reducing the impact of the punches, as he throws that 1-2 and I turn into it, I've got my body behind the punches, so it's reducing the impact, but it's giving him a visual of how that 1-2 should look. So every time he's throwing that 1-2, if he's seeing me as the coach turn my shoulders shoulders and hips as well, I'm more likely to get that back as well. So it encourages that good form and that rotation with the 1-2. All right, let's try it. So 1-2, good, 1-2, good. Notice how I'm just turning with him a little bit. 1-2, good, 1-2, good. So it's just giving that visual for the boxer to turn the hips and shoulders well, so encouraging that good form. The other reason that I like this, your boxer a clear visual for both targets, so they can see both targets, bam, bam, and really dial in on that target for both shots. And also, you get this way of catching the 1-2. Some coaches might prefer to do this because they say this isn't as realistic because you're kind of punching across a little bit. But I just want to give you a counter argument to that, which might help you understand why I think this is the best option. If in boxing, for example, he throws that jab down the line at the head, and I manage to slip it to the outside right here, standard defense, I've slipped that jab, he needs to throw the right hand slightly across to land it because I've slipped off to the side, right? Or, so if he throws that jab straight down the line in boxing, but I managed to slip it, in order to land that cross, he does need to throw across just a little bit. He needs to go across that line to land it on my head. So it's good for that in a sense that it's teaching that kind of rotation and going across a little bit in case the jab was slipped. So 1-2. It is realistic in that sense. If the jab wasn't slipped and I just have a tight guard, boom, and then you throw the 2 down the line, then we can go to this one right here to drill that. But if you typically, say for example, you're coaching a boxer who's gonna be facing somebody who uses a lot of head movement, then you probably wanna go with this because then they're gonna be landing that right hand where the boxer, the opponent would have slipped. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So 1-2, good. Good benefit right here. I can turn with him. He's got that visual. Just to recap, it's also realistic because he's landing that cross where I would have slipped. 1-2. And the last one that I really like about this, just control, right? I've got both arms, I can turn my body into it. It just allows more resistance, more timing, just puts me in more control of that 1-2. And this is the most fundamental, important combination in boxing. So yeah, there's my personal favorite, 1-2 right here. So just a quick recap through the 3. We got bringing it together, accuracy, straight down that line, 1-2. Just pulling that left mitt away as soon as the jab lands. Number 2, catching it on the same pad, 1-2. Good, 1-2. Good, that gives me the option for the defense. Good, 1-2. Good, okay. And then the final one, just a standard. Remember, keep the elbows in, keep the narrow target, but it's just allowing your boxer to get that core rotation in. 1-2. And it allows me to be in control and turn my body into the shots too. Good, and relax. All right, so 3 variations, 3 ways right there I can catch the 1-2, the most fundamental punch in boxing. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Please check out this video, how to catch punches like a professional.